Today we're going to be talking about fan fiction. I'm sure you know what fan fiction is. It's a work of fans who want to see something different with their favorite story, like I don't know, Harry Potter, except he got with Hermione instead, or something like that. I don't know, but it's called fan fiction because, well, it's made by fans, for fans, probably. And it's a strange and mixed world. Some very good, some just horrible, and some can actually be very entertaining and good stories. But before we talk about the good, it's time to talk about the bad. And we'll start with the bad. We got the first one are the power fantasies, where they just, where they just get a character, choose a character, and they just make him as overpowered as possible. Just give him the power, give him Ultra Instinct, legendary Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct, the fucking Sharingan, Gojo's Infinity Domain. Let's see, give him a Songpak Toe, give him a fucking tailed beast, the fucking Otsutsuki, fucking that clan in Boruto. They just give him every single power, and they just make it as grossly overpowered as possible. These, well, they suck. They suck super ass. They're just power fantasies, and it's kind of obvious. But despite being power fantasies, are they good? No, they're not. They're just power fantasies. I've never actually seen a good power fantasy one before. I have, but they're mostly comedy, The good ones are comedy, and they're fucking hilarious. I've seen some. But these are basically just, they turn one character, Naruto, fucking John from Ruby, Deku from My Hero Academia. There are probably more characters which are being used. Or sometimes they don't even use the main characters at all, or characters in the show at all. They just fucking self-insert. Just put it, just take some random guy and put him in there. So these kind of suck. But despite that, and there's another one that also sucks: the neglected fan fiction, where it starts off. I think it starts off with Ruby, and it just kind of became the thing. And then it spread to My Hero Academia. It just sucks. Like, where they get neglected, neglected fan fictions are basically just, a main character, a character just gets neglected and abused by their parents. I see this often way too much. And in fact, I'm pretty sure they don't even love the characters. Like there's one story where a guy gets adopted into a family and they just fucking neglect him. Like, why did you even adopt him in the first place? You're just gonna beat his ass all day, every day, and starve him and mentally damage him. Physically, mentally, every type of damage. I'm fairly certain him and his entire family who actually adopted him only did so because they could get a fucking, they wanted to make a competition of abuse to see who can be the biggest asshole this week and or tomorrow. I have no idea. They don't make any sense. Then there's also the image, My Hero Academia fanfics where Deku just becomes an asshole because All Might did one slightly wrong thing. That one scene where All Might was like, "Hey kid," Deku started a conversation to be like, "Hey, could a quirklet really become a hero?" And All Might said, "No, but you can become a fireman or police. They're just as much as heroes are. They help people." And then I've seen some fan fiction where Deku just starts becoming a massive fucking dick because All Might did that one thing. I'm with All Might on this one. Like, if you're a quirkless and you become a hero, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna win. You're probably going to die. If you're All Might, I'd say no as well, because you are going to die. You'll be catching L's everywhere. If you ain't catching L's, you're gonna catch a major L and straight up die. The only way you're gonna get any W's from any one of them is probably because you're fighting a super trashy villain. Then anyways, let's talk about the next type of fan fiction, the crack fix. Now I love this type of crack fix. They're my favorite. Well, maybe not my favorite, but they're definitely up there. And they're hilarious. They're meant for comedy. And my favorite type of crack fix are one where, yeah, it's a bit cracky and hilarious, but it's also a bit of seriousness in it, like crack treated seriously. And it's fun. It's hilarious. There's this one fan fiction. It was a One Punch Man, a Ruby fan fiction where Saitama and Genos and a bunch of other One Punch Man characters gets transported in the world of Ruby. And you know the first thing Saitama does? Well, he needs to take a piss. So he decides to piss on the fucking moon. Man pulled a fucking Dr. Robotnik and pissed on the goddamn moon. And because Saitama is the One Punch Man, strongest being alive and shit, he didn't just piss on the moon. He fucking destroyed it, evaporated. And the moon just fucking got destroyed. And it's entering the atmosphere of the world of Remnant. And he just starts causing massive property damage. And it's fucking hilarious. And there's other hilarious moments in that specific series, but it's fucking awesome. Hilarious and incredible. There's this one time where Saitama became a teacher, not a student. He's way too old for that. He's like in his early 20s, man. And he decided, but he's not qualified to be a teacher, so he starts just spouting bullshit just to save his skin. And people started fucking believe it. It's awesome. Anyways, the next type of fan fiction, I love those type of fan fiction where they make a unique scenarios and it's hilarious, it's fun, it's entertaining. Next are my favorite types of fan fiction, the crossover fics. These now normally it's usually about one character, a super overpowered character. Crossover fanfics are basically crossover. Dragon Ball Z plus One Piece plus Toriko. Yes, that's crossover. And it usually kind of sucks. It's basically just one character from a certain series gets put into another series, and it just stomp everything in their way. Like taxes get stomped. The bad guys get stomped. Some random girl that is hungry and starving and wants to eat something. Eat my fist, bitch. And she just solves every single problem. And it usually kind of sucks. But there are some scenarios where it actually is pretty good. Where, now you may not have heard of this anime, it's Familiar of Zero, basically. A girl in a fantasy world summons a guy from modern day Japan. But this is a crossover fic, so instead of summoning some random Japanese dude, it summons a Necron from Warhammer 40k. And it's pretty fun. The girl is, the fucking Necron is like, he needs to protect his master. Because, you know, he thinks that the one who summoned him can only be a fucking one of those, what the fuck are they called? The Necron gods. I forgot. But anyways, he just starts building up an army you know? And the girl doesn't even know it. He's just building a massive fucking army, kidnapping people off the streets, or random homeless dudes, turning them into fucking Necrons, or Necron constructs. And it's good. It's good, it's entertaining, and it's a very fun series. But my absolute favorite type of fan fiction to ever read has got to be a Dragon Ball Z, a Ruby fan fiction, where it's basically Namek Saga. It's a Namek Saga, and then Vegeta and the Goku boys, and Goku and his boys, they get transported to Ruby along with Frieza and Ginyu too. And at first they started popping over. They didn't transport it in one place. Goku is at Taiyang's house. Gohan is with Team Ranger. Krillin is with Yang Xiaolong. Bulma is with Blake and Sun. And at first they started solving the problems, you know. And it's a very nice crossover fic, because Frieza in that series, he just starts fucking killing people. And he feels like an actual menace. He feels threatening. And he's fucking a scary ass villain. And he's a good villain too. Like, when you do something that pisses him off, he's gonna fucking kill you. And in this series, the Ruby characters, they fucking die. And it's gruesome. They just started mauling. Now, in Dragon Ball Z, people die all the time, but in Ruby, whoa, dying, that's a very rare thing. And when fucking people start dying in the characters, I'm like, whoa, did Frieza just rip his head off and beat his wife with it? I'm like, bro, that's kind of fucked up. And and that's my rant on fact fiction. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it certainly is entertaining.